Here's one very startling piece of data that offers a peek into how colleges have adjusted their expectations downward for students over the past 6 decades. A full-time college student in 1961 dedicated 40 hours per week to attending classes and studying for those classes. The general logic was that pursuing a college education should take the same amount of effort that one would need to devote to a full-time job, 40 hours a week. However, this number has been steadily declining since that year. In fact, the typical college student surveyed from 2011 to 2015 committed 3.5 hours per weekday, both to attending classes and studying. In case your math is not so great, that means the typical college student in the last decade spent 17.5 hours per week pursuing his education. Remember, this number includes both attending class as well as studying in preparation for class. Assuming that the typical student was taking the standard minimum of 12 credits for full-time status, then at least 12 of those 17.5 hours would have been spent attending the actual class. So these students were putting in at most about 5.5 hours per week studying, when their 1960s ancestors were studying 28 hours. Or, stated another way, a 1960s college class required more than 5 times as much studying to prepare for than the current typical college class. Another study from 2023 showed college freshmen studying outside of class fewer than 5 hours per week. That is shocking. It might just be that expanded campus amenities are distracting from, rather than enhancing, the actual mission of the college. Yet, even though their hours committed to studying have decreased, the grades of today's college students have climbed steadily higher and higher. In 1960, approximately 15% of college students received A's, while 35% of them received C's. But since the year 1960, A's have become more and more common, while C's, D's, and F's have become rarer. American colleges have experienced 6 decades of severe grade inflation. Like Little League games where no score is kept and all participants are declared winners in order to protect their supposedly fragile egos, our current college classes give out A's like participation ribbons. In 1998, the A became the most frequently awarded grade in American college classes, and in our present day, a full 45% of all grades are A's. On average, GPAs have climbed by 0.14 points every decade since the 1960s. So even though current college students study less than 1/5 of the time that their 1960s ancestors studied, they are a full 3 times more likely to get an A. Either we have just managed to raise the most gifted and amazing generation of Wunderkinder that the world has ever seen, or, and I think this is a little bit more likely, college studies have become easier and easier. Our grade inflation indicates an edumacation deflation. The current situation in higher education illustrates how important it is to have real scholars teaching students how to think and reason. There is no substitute for great teachers who love their material and love their students. This is what New St. Andrews College is all about. At NSA, we are leading the way in doing education the right way. Join us in our mission to provide a real education. Your support is crucial to our success. By donating to our endowment fund today, you can help us continue to educate the next generation with unparalleled rigor. Thank you for your generosity.